Alright, I'm just going to be inking Captain America. I just got to finish taping the corner down at the top, and I'll get started. I'm going to try and do this one as fast as possible. It's like 9. I'd like to sleep eventually. And I'm in a long-distance relationship, so that needs time too. So I gotta retape this one over here. I tape one down just so, and I only tape the top corners, just so while I'm inking it doesn't move around too much. But I only tape the top because I want there to be like this way here, because you don't want it to be attached, because then, you know, whenever it bends in, you get this weird crease in the paper, and it can affect your inking while you're working on it. It is just a huge hassle, basically. And I made this board out of the cover of my sketchbook because it had the line that basically said, oh, this is where the perforated edge is. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll just cut right here. Pretty simple. Works out pretty well. Anyway, yeah, I'll just be inking this, and thanks for watching. So it's I don't know. These things can take forever. Just so you know what to expect. The Hulk I just did, which is right here. This one took me about 1 hour and 45 minutes. Captain America shouldn't take me as long. Similar to this, this only took me 1 hour. Hawkeye. So I'm gonna say about 1 hour and 15 minutes is my guesstimate for how long this is gonna take. And I'm hoping it doesn't take any longer than that, because that's really the time frame I allotted for it. So. So I'm going to just pretend that whoever's watching this has not seen any of my other videos that I've been posting throughout the day. I've posted a couple today. It's just me working throughout the day on my current project, which is just to draw the Avengers in zombie form in my style. Just for prints and stuff, or when I sell at shows. That's the intent anyway. So nothing fancy. I'm planning on starting like a Society 6 so that you can buy merchandise and things. I just haven't had the time to really set it up and be making work, you know. So I'm probably going to be setting it up over the next couple of days, I hope. No promises, though, because so sometimes I say things and they just don't happen. So I'm not going to lie about that. Anyway, when I was working on the Hulk last time, I kind of tried to plan out how I was going to ink in advance and spent a couple minutes talking about it, and then ended up inking a completely different way. So I'm not even going to bother trying to guess how it'll happen this time, because it never goes as I say it's going to. My phone is vibrating. Sorry about that. Didn't anybody watching the video? So, I'm using a Coral or a Pentel brush pen. If you found my video online, chances are that you've watched other videos online. And a good majority of artists currently on that stream on Tumblr and things like that use this pen. So you've probably heard of it before. If not, it's a really great tool. It's definitely completely changed what I could do and what my art has been like over the last, I don't know, I'd say 4 or 5 months now. I've been using it since October. Not quite that long, but still. Yeah, I started using it. Actually, the first time I really used it for anything that anybody would have seen is for the Zomtober zombies I drew in October. I just called them Zomtober zombies. That's a word I made up to advertise for them and uses the hashtag. So it went pretty well. I drew one every day. That's where I got most of my following on Instagram. So I have right now. I've been gaining a lot more recently just by drawing every day and posting every day. So. Also, for anybody who's interested, I'm a comic book artist based in Redlands, California, with a publisher called Forbidden Panel. You can look us up online. It's Forbidden Panel, not Planet. I get that a lot at conventions and stuff, so I just want to clarify that. But we do a couple different comics. My color is called The Plague. It is a zombie comic. It's been about 4 years in the making, but it's taken me a while just because I've been in school full time and worked full time for a good chunk of it. It's been an experience. Let's just say that. So. So I'm just working on the head here. Nothing too complex yet. Some little fill marks and stuff like that, but nothing too difficult. The main time spender is pretty obvious on this this piece, so I'm just trying to get the other things out of the way so I can get all these little scales, because they're what's going to take the majority of my time. I mean, these zombies are pretty labor intensive, but they really only take me between 2 and 3 hours for the inks, which I know sounds like a lot, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not that bad. I spend a lot of time on work, so These are definitely not that bad. Busts are faster. Definitely. I mean, this is like a heavy detailed picture. But like I could knock out a sketch or something a lot faster than this. But these are kind of for me and to show my artistic skills. So spend a lot more time on them than I would just my everyday zombies. You probably see I could get, if you're not familiar with the brush pen, I can get a good variancy on line depth and like weight. And that's really important, and it's really what you're kind of looking for. You can do the precise little swooshes, but also get fatter lines, you know, and I mean, all those things make a difference, believe me. Let's see. Trying not to fixate too much on this little patch around the nose. I don't want to darken it up around his eyes, so give them a little bit more oomph. There we go. I need to move on. Okay. So I'm just working away. Sorry if I'm not talking a whole lot. I don't want to have music playing or anything like that because I don't want it to sound terrible in the video. So I'm sure it's probably appreciated by some people. I'm not trying to be annoying, trying to show what I can do, you know, for anybody who might want to see it. Trying not to really think about what I'm doing or plan too far ahead. It allows me to kind of just go with the flow on this one. Because if I'm going to move faster, I don't want to be fixating on, oh, this is what's next, you know. Just kind of want to jump in and do it. Whatever looks right and looks like what I should be working on. That's kind of how I'm going to attack this one. So. But I don't want to, I'm also not trying to be sloppy. So, because precision is important, but at the marks you can get if moving fast have just more feeling to them. But you got to be confident with the brush to do that. So, or at least confident with your flicking of the wrist, you know. You'll notice I frequently check my hand to make sure I don't have ink on it. I've just had problems with that in the past. I haven't run any drawings recently, but I did have a problem with ink flow on my other brush pen because I'm pretty sure I broke it. Like the first time I ever used it, and it was a bad day. I'll leave it at that. The inking process went awry very quickly. Let's see if I can reach these other teeth. Add some little details in, just to give it a little bit more up here. I usually blacken my mouth in. I'm going to wait until the end probably for that, if I do it. I'm not sure if I want to yet. All right, and here's the fun part. I'm just going to go for it. If I stop talking, it's only because I'm concentrating too hard. So, just a warning on that. But I'm just going to work straight down. I'm doing it again. Whatever. Not only did I not say what I was going to do correctly, I got mad at myself and like went the whole other direction, like I'm supposed to anyway. So. A lot of these scales, I kind of have to make up their placement in here. Let's go in. with this, I just have to keep in mind that not to overlap my inks, but to not worry about following the pencils exactly, because as long as I'm at least roughly on track, it's okay. Really, I mean, it's such detail work anyway. It just makes it look nice, and only the inks will be there in the end. So. This is actually, I drew this yesterday in the morning, and you can go back, and it's actually only my second ever post on YouTube, the video of me drawing it. So if you wanted to see the sketch as I made it, you can definitely check it out. But that's the 2.5 hour long video. So, but it's right at the beginning, and then afterwards I go into inking Spider-Man. So if you are interested, it came out pretty good. But I was having problems with the chat, so there's some dead air in there that I still need to edit out. Or maybe by the time you watch this, I will have edited it out. Other way. Just have a little bite mark here on the shoulder, just kind of for fun. I don't like all my zombies to be the exact same, but they do all have about, there's probably like, if I really sat down, probably like a list of like 20 different bite spots on the body that I regularly use. I mean, you're never going to see one like right on the chest or anything like that, except now that I said one, that I'll probably have to draw one. But I mean, that's just because hard spots to depict, you know what I mean? And just not as exciting. There are like the big parts, you know, you can chop off an arm or something like that, but as far as really getting a variety of lethal zombie bites that you can present that aren't lethal to the zombie, it's a little difficult to always come up with new ones. So I cycle through probably about 20 regularly, but I try and throw new ones in all the time, and expand my abilities and what I can do. So. Sorry, super uncomfortable in my chair. My back kind of hurts. So that's kind of what I got so far. Still working on the shoulders. I'll work my way down, but this does take the longest part of everything I'm going to be working on. So, and it is just this, you know. It's just taking the time to draw all the individual scales and everything else. And that's really all it is this time. So. But it's not that bad and it looks nice, so why not? So these scales are gonna take an eternity. So, I'm being boring, sorry. I just don't really know what to say. Well, it takes a lot of concentration, so yeah. It's hard to talk and do at the same time. Although I'm not really aiming for consistency or anything over here on the sides, I kind of want it to be almost a little gritty on purpose because it is a zombie. That kind of adds to the texture and everything. Anything I can kind of do to add and make it just a little bit like he's been outside, dead for a while, will probably help. Oh, what was I doing there? Come on. So yeah, just working my way through this part. Painting and long drawing these little things. I hope they're scales. I don't know what else they'd be. Not sure 100% what they look like and seem like. I don't imagine him wearing chainmail or anything. So scale mail seems to make sense, I guess, more than anything else, like an American Eagle, I guess. It's probably the thought process behind his costume. Like little feathers. Who knows? I'm guessing that's probably right. This is taking a bit, huh? I can't imagine what artists who get asked to draw Captain America do. Like on the fly, you just do like a couple of these. That's so cheap. It's like this is his whole costume, you know? This is what makes it cool. Hmm. Kind of getting carpal tunnel from doing that. Drink a glass of water. Take a short breather. All right. Well, I have surgery tomorrow, so yeah, won't be doing any broadcasting for a little bit. Just getting all my wisdom teeth ripped out, so I don't know how long it'll take before I'm back on, but it'll be at least a couple days before I'm posting anything on here. Pretty nervous about it, actually. It's the first time I'll ever be under anesthesia my whole life. So. This is so boring. I'm sorry. I'm sure it's interesting, but yeah, I mean, it's probably not. I'd fast forward through it. There's no dialogue or conversation going on, so I won't blame you. I am trying to figure out how to download these videos and then turn them into time lapses. And so later on, I hopefully will be able to post those. So you won't have to watch the whole thing to get the whole experience. And, you know, eventually I'd like to have other artists drawn with me. But that's, I don't know, that's far away. That'd be like a special event. This is just my everyday drawing, you know. So I just have enough time for this right now, so I'm doing it. I don't want to regret having not done it when I could. Sorry. I have a blister right here. It's not going well. Too much of holding this pen way too tight throughout today, so that's what that's from. Whew. Hmm. think I might give it a break for a minute with these scales and work on the shield. They're kind of wearing me out. I don't want that, so we'll just do the main outlines here. Get those done, and they can dry while I work on everything else. Sorry, that's really bugging me. I'm kind of glad I won't be inking for a couple days, so I'll have the chance to heal. So. Yeah, sorry, I'm not saying a lot. Again, just kind of concentrating on what I'm doing. Oh, I have a notification. Let's see. This event is starting now. What other notes? Right. Thanks for telling me nothing. My event is started. Yeah, I wouldn't know anything about that. Thank you, YouTube. Very helpful. I do need to go through and add all my contacts and stuff. Anybody who has Google Plus, on my Facebook. To be honest, my Facebook is kind of separate from art, so I don't know who really there would be interested. You know what I mean? Getting some definition around the muscles and stuff like that. I don't want to really have any black filler marks in there, so that's the only alternative, pretty much, is to achieve what I want now. Just some small lines. carefully placed brush strokes. So. It's going pretty well so far, I think. At least I think it is. It's meeting my standards thus far. I don't know, I add little touches and stuff while I'm inking that can kind of change how things are going, so just stuff like that. Might be a little bit of over definition happening on that corner. Do a couple more little marks here and then move on. Turn the paper this way for this part. Ah, see, this is what I'm talking about. Killing me. So my head is heavily in the picture right now. Sorry about that. Wasn't really paying attention. Just hard at work. So yeah, I kind of ran out of things to talk about as of this morning. Basic things to talk about anyway. While working, went over my supplies and all of that in a couple other videos, but I'm hoping soon I'll have some subscribers and stuff, so all of people that can have me answer questions and stuff like that while I'm working. That way, it's not so boring to watch. That's why I plan on turning these into time lapses, because they're just gonna be too boring, I think. But that's okay. It's better when you have more than one artist. In the videos I was watching online during the break and stuff like that, it's a lot more fun than, you know, people get to talking and you got conversation going, and it's just it's a lot better. So, and I hope to get to that point, but for right now, just posting videos of me working is the first step. So, and then if I want to like do any guest appearances or anything on anybody else's pages, or they want to do some here, and there's kind of knowledge of what to expect, I can basically give a time frame as to how long something's going to take me. Things like that. That definitely help when you're like, oh, I'm going to live stream. Oh, cool. Want to join up or anything like that? Because I don't know, I'm mumbling. Whatever. Thoughts in my brain. That's cool. I'm tired. Didn't expect to be this tired. In case you're curious as to why I was marking on my hand just a second ago, sometimes my brush pen, it is older. I've been using it since October, and I cleaned it out a couple different times on a couple different occasions to get it back to clean working order. But sometimes the tip separates into a kind of 2 or 3 different marks that it ends up making. So to avoid making too many marks that use like a basically a totally different looking bristle point, because that's how it comes out, I mark on my hand to push the bristles back together. So that's why that's there. Circles. Circles are always fun. Let's see, I'll work just a little bit over here more, and then I'll head back over there. Okay. I kind of forgot I was broadcasting, to be honest. So that's why I've been so quiet. It just slipped my mind. My bad. Music's playing in my head. Not literally, I don't have headphones in, but I have songs stuck in my head all day. Can't do the other side of the shield, really. So let me do a star. All right. Looks like it's time to get back to the scales. Finish those up. I'll probably do some detail work here and then finish the shield. So, what just happened? Just had like a kink in my wrist. Caused me to make some weird line I didn't want to make. Taking a while, huh? I'm just tired. Sorry. That was a not round scale. Kind of overreaching a little bit. Just stupid. I'm rushing. Sorry about that. My hand hurts. Just so lame. So. I'm getting there. It's pretty close to being done. I'm not sure how much work I'm going to do here within the shield. I'm getting some pretty bad carpal tunnel, so I might not do that tonight, just because I don't want to risk making some twitchy lines. My wrist kind of freaks out. So. Let's see. What do I even have left? If I don't do that, I don't really have anything left. Huh? I have to do it. I've done this one pretty fast. At least it feels that way. It's 10:20, so it's been over an hour, I think. We're been close to one at least. I'm not sure when I started. Sometime shortly after 9. So. I try and keep on a 9 to 5. I would say 9 to 5, but I'm more like working 7 to 11 every night, like the Led Zeppelin song. Which is actually true. That's more an accurate portrayal of my work schedule artistically right now. Maybe not the last few days, just because I've been trying to set this up, but it's I don't know. There's some give and take there, but I am working 8 or more hour days a lot recently. It's felt really nice. It's actually like my favorite thing in the world, because it doesn't feel like work. It's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna call it quits tonight. Oh, okay, it's only 7 o'clock. I can't call it quits. What's next? You know, that's a cool feeling. I produce like twice as much work on a daily basis. It's like a monthly basis a couple of years ago. So. All right, I think I'm gonna have to do this way. Okay. I should have done these upside down like the whole time. Doing way better. Consistency wise, I don't know, but actually doing better. All right, let me add some lines over here, and that'll be it for tonight. So. See, doing it again. So I don't feel fabulous about the shield here, but I want to add, do most of that will be watercolor, so I'm not too worried about it. The reason it might look a little strange right now is because there's no color, and it's definitely something that needs the color. Trying to throw in some black here. Kind of into a shadow on this almost a half side of the shield. So, let's see, I probably will hate it, but that's okay. Just put in some finishing touches here. Some black fill on the shield. I got one more ring of the shield to do, and then I should be done. So I'll get started on that, I guess. Ding, ding. This will definitely be one to turn into a time lapse since I haven't spoke through most of it. just need to go on conversationally. And I have nothing. So. But yeah, once my life kind of slows down and whatnot, I'm just gonna have these as like 1 day a week events. Not sure what day it'll be yet, but that should make it a lot better. And allow me to make them more high quality too. So. All right. Well, it's not perfect. Let me get rid of this highlight real quick. It doesn't need to be there. It's not perfect, but I like it. I like how it came out. It's pretty good. So, still fixing little things, but for the most part, it's done here. So, anyway, it's getting late, so I think I'm gonna call it there. I'll sign it real quick. There we go. All right, yeah, so that's Captain America. He's all inked up, ready to go. We'll be watercoloring him later, so look out for that. But that's it. Do what I can to turn this into a time lapse later, so it's no big deal. Anyway, sorry I wasn't talking a lot. Have a nice day, night, whatever it is for you, and thanks for watching. Please subscribe.